The letters of Julie Chrisley show how much she misses her husband. While Todd and Julie Chrisley are incarcerated at the moment, their daughter's correspondence makes evident what Julie truly misses. Julie Chrisley is incarcerated at the moment for fraud. The same offense is the subject of her husband Todd Chrisley's sentence as well. The couple has been outspoken in their criticism of what they see as unjust prison rules. The former reality star now makes it clear in her letters written during her stay how much she misses her spouse and their life together before she was put behind bars. The couple's daughter, Savannah Chrisley, has spoken up for her parents and frequently addresses them on her podcast, Unlocked. She just shared sentimental notes her mother had written. "I knew something big was going to happen to my life. Saying our goodbyes, my spouse and I stood in front of our prayer bench in our bedroom. Before he left the house with Savannah, Grayson, and Nick for Pensacola, Florida, we hugged, kissed, and said a prayer," Savannah wrote. She continued by discussing how the two maintained their connection up until it became impossible. "I would never again speak to my husband face to face after this. While he was riding to Pensacola, we had a phone conversation. I made one final call before turning myself in at the Lexington camp." Julie is struggling to get by without Todd. As the letter continues, Julie describes how she learned that she and her husband would be relocating to a distant state. The guy Julie had lived with, grown a family with, and loved more than life itself was now temporarily living in Florida, while she was living in Kentucky, Julie wrote. "It was a sobering realization." She talks about her horrible trip to Kentucky. "We drove to Kentucky with my parents, our great buddy Chad, and the boy who gave me life, Chase. The thought of spending what seemed like a lifetime apart from my spouse and kids was too much for me to process." She continued. In her letter, Julie continues to express her gratitude for being able to stay in touch with her family while also expressing how much she misses Todd. "I've never waited this long to speak with him, to just think about how different life is now, almost a year and a half later, and to just think that sure, there's some funny things in here. Mom's trying to make jokes, trying to make light of it, but this is her life now," Savannah said in response to her mother's remarks. "And even just the emotional part of having to miss your family so much is so different from what it was before."